Hello, hello, hello everyone. Turn this volume up. Yeah, a nice 5 miler from my mum's house in Whitchurch to Taffs Well. It's like a park, just a little park with a tennis course, bowling green, and then some like a bar, Taffs Well in, a bar, sort of on the other side of the fence. Yeah, nice place this. I think I'm going to start making this my new like little playground, as it were. Yeah, nice. Yeah, and it's worked out well because I don't know what this place is like. I've only been here a couple of times, but you know, sort of like the summer holidays, 6-week holidays, kids are off. Do you know what I mean? I can see this place on the weekend being relatively busy because you've got the Garth Mountain. You've got the Garth Mountain on. Just show you. This is where I've been coming the last couple of days, apart from yesterday when I went up to Brecon. Yeah. So yeah, this is nice park. This. Yeah, I like this. Yeah. So you've got. I don't know if you can see it. The Garth, which is just behind them trees, yeah, and then on the opposite side, you've got Caerphilly Mountain. But yeah, I've taken it easy today, in regards to like doing stuff, you know. The Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday that I got up, slow connection there, yeah, the Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday that I got up, I've been sort of like getting up at 5 o'clock, leaving the house for about 10 to 6 and rushing over to the actual village itself in Whitchurch to get the bus down to the swimming baths. I've done that 3 days on the bounce in the morning, on the Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, leaving the house at 10 to 6, getting the 6 o'clock bus, 5:57 bus, to get to the swimming baths for a 7 o'clock session down the other end of Cardiff. And then on the Sunday, Sunday was a bit of a mad day because I went out on Saturday. Yeah, let me just try and get out the light there. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, on the Sunday, I went in the afternoon. I think it was about 3 o'clock, about 3 o'clock. Yeah, I closed at 5 on a Sunday. So I went about 3 o'clock. So yeah, so that's 4 days on the bounce. Well, the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. That's 4 days on the bounce that I went swimming. So I don't know, that walk that I did, that hike that I did in Brecon yesterday, and it's a boss hike, by the way. So you see, you know, if you haven't been around there, Brecon, and Brecon's a nice village. Yeah, they've got like they've got one shop there. Well, I think they've got like 3 outdoor shops. They've got, like, it looks like it's a family-run business. It's quite expensive in there. This is what I was saying yesterday, but I got cut out. One's like a family business. It's like fairly big. It's got all the aesthetics and all that kind of stuff, but it's quite expensive in there. So you've got money to burn. If you've got a few quid on you, you know, you go in there, you'll get decent stuff. Then you've got your Trespass. We all know Trespass. They used to have one in where is it? It's Brecon Beacons, Penny Fan in Brecon Beacons. It's basically the border of South Wales, isn't it? Abergavenny. So if you're coming down from Liverpool, you head to Abergavenny, and then you would turn off towards Crickhowell as you go into the valleys, and then after Crickhowell's Brecon, and then the trail is sort of like south of Brecon, up to Penny-Fan and all around there. Yeah. So there's like decent places to stay. You've got Brecon, and then you've got like a few sort of like other areas joined onto it that make Brecon like districts. So like when I got to Brecon, I walked through some area, I can't think of the name, and it was like really nice. Yeah, to get to and then went behind all that to get to Brecon, and then done a 11-mile hike yesterday. Yeah, I know 11 miles, and I'm doing this running today. I had to do something though, because this is my last day down here. I'm going back in the morning with Sophia, so you know, do this. I might well, not might, but will have a coffee. There's like it looks like a decent kind of like coffee shop right outside the train station down here. So I'll go in there, yeah, before they get off, and then I'll probably do about 4 miles. Betsy, I don't, yeah. Well, Ian, I done what did I do? I done Llandegla, a place called Llandegla Forest. When was that? Last month. I went round there three times on the bounce. The first time I went there, I went down to Llangollen, and then the second time I went there, I hiked from near Wrexham to Llandegla, up to Prestatyn. Yeah, that was a decent one. Right over the Clwydian range, right through Moel-Famau, Moel-Arthur, and all them. Yeah, and then camped in Prestatyn Beach. That was decent. It's a long walk. The last day I done 20 miles. I done 20 miles in one hit. From Moel-Famau through to Bodfari, then on to Prestatyn. That was a kill, absolute killer, that. And then my phone died, and I had like about 4 miles left, and it was just fields, and I didn't know where. I just had to guess the route, like, do you know what I mean? But I was just desperate to like get to Prestatyn and just find somewhere to camp. You know what I mean? But it was the longest day. It was the solstice day, wasn't it? I think it was like the 3rd weekend of June last month. So it stayed like late, so I could like walk for like a long time. So it wasn't too bad. But yeah, that one yesterday wasn't too bad. Yeah, and it's not like I don't really know Snowdon. I'll be honest, I haven't been there, but like it's not like Helvellyn and all them other ones, and a few you get in Scotland where they're like going up to 3,000 feet. It's like about 2,500 feet, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm thinking of going there again. I'm definitely going to go there again soon. I'm thinking of going there the next bank holiday and camping up there. Yeah, finding some decent spots and then camping up there. I don't fancy, like, I could stay somewhere, but the thing is, like, unless you've got like a few quid, you know, unless you're rich or whatever. I mean, I don't know if they have hostels there. They have like proper digs, and you're paying like I looked on it, but it was like about 4 days before I went there, 3 days before I went there, and what was it? 80 quid a night, 80 quid a night. So, you know, that money that I'm going to spend on a hotel room, I could just go into that shop and buy something, buy a coat, buy a pair of trail shoes, you know what I mean? You know, instead of spending it on a room and then you know, camp. It doesn't cost anything, you know, wild camp. welcome up on the mountain. But yeah, we'll yeah, if you want to come, we can do it. Yeah. It doesn't have to be miles and miles away. You can just be like the Peak District or somewhere. You know, there's decent places there. It's like obviously Edale. What's the other one? Mantor, Edale, Mantor. That area, as we all know, it's quite busy. But if you go over the other side, well, actually, that's a good one, Ian. That's a good one. The Limestone Trail, and starts at Castleton. And it finishes in where's the place? Matlock in Derbyshire. I think there's actually so it's not like hilly or nothing. It's just like a trail. It's 45 miles. 45 miles, and it starts at Castleton, and then it's just a valley, like a path. No like massive hills or nothing, just like a path. But like it's one that a lot of people won't know about. You know what I mean? So and then when you get to when you get so far down, when you've got like about, I don't know, 5 miles left, maybe a bit more. The path turns off. One turning off is the original route that's been there for like years and years and years. Then the other turning off is one turning off is for Ashbourne, a place called Ashbourne in Derbyshire, and then the other turning off is for Matlock. So there's a train station in Matlock. So what I was thinking of doing the bank holiday is doing that, and then getting out to Matlock, and then just getting the train back to Liverpool from Matlock via Sheffield. But yeah, that's one you could look at. Then you've got obviously you've got Hope Valley, you've got Hathersage, what's it called, Standard Edge, Bamford Edge, yeah. So it's one of my favourite places, the Peak District. But yeah, this is what I was going to go back into the path. This is one thing I was going to touch upon yesterday as well. Look at that, yesterday as well. So I've done come back down, got the bus from Brecon, and you got two services basically that go from Abergavenny to Brecon and back. You've got the 43 and you've got the X43. The X43 is like sort of like straightforward. I think it just goes down like the normal A road. But the 43, it goes down the country road. So coming back, obviously I wanted to get back to Abergavenny as quick as I could. So coming back, I got the 43. Just listen to this. This is nice. Got the 43, and it got like, because the country roads, the bus, it's a single decker bus. Like cars are coming the other way, and because it's a narrow path, the cars it's like blocked on the other side trying to get through. And then there was this one guy, one old fella. There was this one old fella. He couldn't get through. He couldn't get his car past the bus. So he was like reversing it, putting it back, reversing it, putting it back. And then he'd done this for about 10 minutes. And in this time, there was like about 6 cars behind him. So some woman got out and started mouthing off basically. I couldn't really hear what she was saying. She was mouthing off at the driver, like everyone, people, like all the cars were trying to have a go with the driver. So this guy like is stuck at the front of all these cars trying to get past the bus because the road is too narrow. And then there's like within about 15 minutes, there's about 4 or 5 cars behind him, and then this woman gets out. So at the end of it, the very woman who's going off at the driver and going off at this guy who is like having trouble getting the car past him and all that. He did get it past at the end. He did, and then he went into her car and reversed it for her because she couldn't reverse. She couldn't get it past the bus. He had to reverse it all the way backwards, back up the road to a wider space, so the bus could get past. Because obviously, where the car had gone, the path had gotten nowhere. So going further back up the road, the road widened out, and he had to reverse it. The very guy she was mouthing off to, like having a go at. Like when I was out there in the hills and all that, and away from all like the madness and all the traffic and the roads and the this and the that and the just people, it was lovely. And then as soon as I come back down to like, you know, nice village, and then like people in cars and this, that, and I wasn't even the one driving. I don't drive. It was just like, I just like you know, I just it's gonna happen, but I just can't wait for a couple of years when I do this big hike. I'm in the middle of nowhere for like weeks, months at a time, just hiking, and there's nothing, you know, it could take like maybe 2 weeks to get from one city or one town to another, and you don't see anyone for a week at a time. You know, I think we can. I think I can handle it. You know what I mean? I think I can handle it. But you know, because since I've been doing it, and I know what is there, like, you know, that I can do it, that I can camp and I can do this and I can do that. It's just a lot of things are just irritating me at the moment. It's just like annoying. Just and running's good. Don't get me wrong, running's good, but I'm gonna say this now. I don't know if it's enough. I don't know if it's enough anymore. You know what I mean? It's like I just run. Like when I ran here, I had no music and no gels, no nothing. Just me vapor flyers on, and it's quiet because everyone's still in work because it's like in the day, middle of the day, and that was alright. But I will say, like it can be very I don't know, like the competition with running can be very, I don't know. It's like, people don't mean anything by it, but they'll turn around and they'll say, what time are you going to get running, racing? They're just asking, aren't they? And like, for the last couple of years I've just been like, I get what time, whatever time I get is whatever time I get. That's it. That's, you know, that's it. You know what I mean? And, you know, just keep making a point of it, like, what time are you going to get? I got this and that and that and that and that and that, and you know, a lot of the times we should be lucky that we're running in the first place. You know what I mean? When after, in a couple of years, when do this hike after I do it. I don't really, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't want to be doing races anymore. To be honest with you, I honestly don't. You know, I just, you know, the more I do, the more I hike. There's no competition. There's no competition. There's no competition. Well, the way I see it, there's no competition with hiking. There's no, you know, wanting to get this time, wanting to get that time. There's none of that. It's just, I just go out into the, like yesterday, before I seen all the people on the top of Penny Fan, it was just me. It was just me. Like, I didn't see anyone for hours, so I got near it, and it was just me. You know what I mean? It was just like there was no one. There was. I even had like, and I'll be honest, I even had like there was. I had, as I was walking towards it, and it was a long walk on the road on the country path, and then you go so far, and then you get to the gate, and then it has a sign of what mountain it is, and then you start climbing. Well, before I got to that, I just had like these mad feelings. I don't know what it was, like anxiety or whatever, and just like, can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you? And I'll be honest. You know what? I don't really care if people think I'm talking shit, because it is what it is. But I just talk to God. I just talk to God. I just like, that was it. I was on my own, right? I was on my own, and then I just like, my head just started saying, what if something went wrong? And then I just started talking to God. I just started saying, God, keep me safe. That was what was going through my head. There was no one there. There was nobody there. The only thing that was there was the sheep. And I can't exactly talk to them, but like, I like, you know, I just talk to God. Like, you can call him what you want to call him. You can call him like, you know, you can call him the big fella, you can call him to this, you can call him to that. But like, just somebody, you know, just that thing. You know, you look up at the air or whatever, and to help you. You feel like you're in a bit of trouble, to help you, just to guide you, just to like, because no one's gonna do, like, I was on my own. I was on my own. No one, you know, I was on my own. You know what I mean? You know, it's not Chris Tarrant throwing and then like, a couple of hours, someone comes, someone. Yeah, people think like that, but like, just like every time I go out on these places, I just say to the big fella, give me a touch, just like keep me. Do you know what I mean? People can think what they want to think, but I will do these things, make these things, and say it, because that's just me, and that's just the way it is. But yeah. And then when I was actually on the mountain, when I was actually the first, I think it was Cribben, I was halfway up the mountain. I felt a bit better. I just the fear went. The fear went, and then I could see people from miles away. I was like, oh, is that people? People. And I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. And then when I got up, obviously I got to Penny Fan, and then dropped down, and then that was it. Then it was done. It was done. You know, it was done. You know, obviously people's mindsets are different, but that was mine. That was my mindset. You know, but I think I'll probably I'm coming down. I'm coming down in 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks. No, 4 weeks, because the bank holiday falls late this year. It falls at the end of August. So it's a month, 4 weeks. So yeah, I'll I'll come down and I'll try and maybe do that one day, maybe 2 days, um, up in Brecon, maybe go up there overnight, like late afternoon, camp somewhere, and then camp at the foot of the mountain, and then do it, and then just hike, and then come back down, and then I'm away early. Then it's good to like go up there early, and then get away early, as opposed to leaving it late in the day and whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm glad that I did it. And I was even thinking to myself, it's too much to do, too much of a tall order, to be down my mum's in Cardiff and then get a bus and a train up to Brecon, because it's a bit of a way, hike the mountain and then come back in the same day. I was even thinking it'll be a bit too much. And like the thing that happened with the bus and all that, it's like something out of a comedy show, something out of like bloody Benny Hill, Clockwise, John Cleese from years ago. But like that took up a bit of time. But I think if I go there like late afternoon next time, and then hike the mountain in the morning, like really early, like I don't know, about 9 o'clock, and then drop back down, I think that might be a better idea than leaving my mum's house and then going all the way up there, and then by the time I'm up there it's like 11 o'clock, and then hiking it and then coming back down. I think that'll be better. Yeah, so it'll be next time I'll be go up there, stay there for the night, and then hike the mountain like first thing in the morning. That'll be good. And maybe pick up some outdoor stuff, because I was quite surprised, like with the shops and all that, and they've got like bars. They've got some nice bars. They've got like nice coffee shops and like galleries, and there's like a bit of history behind the place and all that. And I think. Well, a lot of you will know it's very popular with like the SAS and all that. You know, like the train and the Brecon Beacons use it, you know, to do all like the hill walks and all that. So you've got that. Well, you've got barracks down there. So you've got that. Yeah. So decent. Yeah. So you know, I was gonna. Brother's listening. I don't know, but you know, I was gonna like go somewhere with him tonight. I don't know, like some kind of like party or whatever, but I can't do it because I've got to sort out all my clothes, wash my clothes, and then Sophia texted me before about 10 minutes ago saying that she's on her way. So what I might do is get like a Chinese, I don't know, get like a Chinese or something. There's a decent one in Llandaff North, there's a decent Chinese, and then we'll just all sit off and watch a film. Well, my brother won't be there, but like Xavier, a cousin, Sophia, and then whatever, we'll all sit down and watch a film. And just like, that's me Friday, and then tomorrow morning I'll probably leave about between 8:30 and 8:30 and 9 o'clock. I don't want to be leaving any later than 9 o'clock. So that'll get me up to Liverpool for about between 12:30, 1 o'clock. Yeah. And I've got Anfield, something, I don't know, that's not going too much into it, saw something out there on Sunday, so that's why I want to get back on the Saturday, and then on Monday it is back to work. that is it. No fun and games till Bank Holiday Monday. Yeah, won't be coming back down here. So Bank Holiday Monday, but you know, I've talked enough shite. So thanks for everybody tuning in and watching, and yeah, just like you know, my last day here. You know, I didn't leave the house till about 1 o'clock. Do this run, 5 miles from Witches Village to the Taffs Well via the Taff Trail. So yeah. So I'll do 4 miles going back, and then that'll be me done for the day. Get ready, get all my washing, sort it all out, and then get the train first thing in the morning with Sophia. That'll be me done. So yeah, okay people, thanks for listening, and before we go, if you're looking, if you come down here and you're looking, because they have a super half here, don't they, Cardiff Marathon. So if you spend a couple of days down here, or after as a recovery run, and you want to do a nice recovery run, go along the Taff, come up to Taff Trail, and have a go. Have a go with the gaff, and go up through Pentake and Danes Course. That's a good mountain. Or the other side of Taffs Well, which is even better, Caerphilly Mountain, where I was the other day. 2 decent mountains, you know what I mean? That'll be one for you. So anyway, see you later, bye.